A warm welcome to all of you in the National Students Conference on Spectroscopy. Myself, Poonam Sharma. I'm going to present my research work in the form of a poster under the thirst area, UV visible and fluorescence spectroscopic techniques. So basically, these UV visible and fluorescence spectroscopic techniques relies on the Jablonski diagram, where the electron from the ground state goes to the excited state, and how this electron comes to the ground state again by means of radiative and non-radiative pathways. So in this context, I'm presenting this chromogenic and fluorogenic probes for metal ion. And for this purpose, I have synthesized the near IR based chromofluorescent probes based on parallel diamide to sense the metal ions. So this is the parallel diamide based probes. So basically parallel diamide is an important and very colorful member of the rhenium diamide family. So this we have functionalized this parallel diamide through different moieties to sense metal ions. This is the probe 1 and probe 1. Probe 2. In case of probe 1, we have functionalized the Bay position with the oxime propasyl hybrid moiety connected to the phenyl ring to sense the palladium species and copper ions. In case of probe 2, here the Bay position is connected to 1,4-diamino butane that is further dependent with the diester moiety to sense the copper ion. So firstly, we are presenting the probe 1, that is OPR-PDI. This OPR-PDI have the propensity to aggregate in the different polarity of the solvent to dissipate the solvatochromism and fluorochromism behavior. This is the UV visible and fluorescence spectrum showing the solvatochromism and fluorochromism behavior. And this probe can be used to sense the copper metal ion through the binding of this copper ion to the oxygen and nitrogen binding sites. So here there is a hypochromic shift in the fluorescence intensity in the UV visible window, and there is a quenching of the fluorescence in the fluorescence window is shown with the detection limit of 2.84 micromolar in UV visible and 0.34 micromolar in case of the fluorescence window. So here this molecule acts as a chemosensor, but in case of palladium species, this molecule acts as a chemodosimeter, because in case of palladium, either the depropagylation mechanism or hydrolysis of the Schiff base take place. So here it acts as a chemodosimeter. So this molecule sense this metal ion through different channels. So here is the absorbance and the fluorescence spectrum for the palladium sensing. Here the hyperchromic shift take place in case of the absorbance spectrum with the detection limit of 3.27 micromolar. But in case of fluorescence, here the quenching of fluorescence intensity at 640 nanometer take place with 79 nanomolar detection limit in the 90% aqueous medium. This OPR-PDI probe can be utilized for the further utilized for the solid state detection of the copper metal ion and the palladium species with good sensitivity. This probe can be used also used for the bioimaging as a bioimaging probe and in the biofluid sensing of the metal ions. Now comes to the probe 2. This probe 2 shows the PET and ICT phenomenon in the PET and ICT phenomenon. When copper binds to this nitrogen atom, PET and ICT phenomenon get reversed and this molecule comes to the on state. And here is the selectivity of this probe 2, that is TBP PDI probe towards the copper metal ion, and here is the competitive behavior of the copper metal ion with other metal ions, showing the higher selectivity of this copper ion. So we have checked the optical responses, that is the UV visible and fluorescence responses of this TBP PDI towards the copper ion in acetonitrile medium. Here the detection limit to the UV visible is the 5.22 micromolar, and in the emission is 0.71 nanomolar. We have also checked the sensitivity of this this TBP PDI probe towards the copper ion in the binary solvent. Here also the detection limits through the fluorescence is 2.5 nanomolar and 4.8 micromolar through the UV visible. And this copper ensemble of this TBP PDI can be further utilized for the discrimination of the cyanide and sulfide ion through different channels. In case of cyanide, there is enhancement of fluorescence, that is a turn on type response, and in case of sulfide, there is a turn off type response with a detection limit of 7.38 nanomolar and 35 micromolar is shown. Because in case of cyanide ion, there is binding with the copper ion take place, and in case of sulfide ion, when it binds to an ensemble, it leads to the the sequestration of the copper from the pocket of the TPP-PDI ligand. Here the color changes. So these both probes are very useful for the sensing of metal ions. So in the conclusion, I'm telling these UV visible and fluorescence techniques are very important techniques to sense metal ions. So thank you very much for listening to me.